Hey everyone, welcome to Old Iron Garage and thank you for tuning in. So this evening, I've got just a real short video for you. I have a couple things that I got for me to use here in the garage, and I wanted to show them to you. But first, I want to show you that I did a little work here in the room, here in my room in the garage, where I do a lot of my videos. I did a little organizing. Look, I actually have some open floor space. Yeah. Previously, right behind me, there was a bunch of unfinished projects, some in boxes and some not, and just some clutter, you know, and it was driving me nuts. I have ADD, and so I jump from one project to another to another. I'm always juggling a bunch of different projects, and when some of them are just when like my unfinished projects are waiting for me to return to them, they just kind of sit around here and there. So I am planning to build a shelf to put projects that are in progress on, like smaller stuff. Like a work in progress shelf, basically, if you will. But I have not gotten around to that yet. But yeah, anyways, and also I stocked up on supplies here in the garage today, and my supply shelf, while I was putting stuff away, I went ahead and organized it, and here it is. It's not completely organized, but for the most part, things are where I want them. This shelf here is mainly what I stocked up on today. You have your carb cleaner, your brake cleaner, penetrating oil, starting fluid, Berryman B12, and some miscellaneous tubes of grease. There's other garage supplies up there. Some more down here. I got some batteries up off the floor, and various different fuels. This is not a permanent location for those. I just put them there for now because I'm tired of moving them around, tired of them being in my way. But yes, they are there for now. Okay, so on to the main focus of this video. Yeah, I got a couple things real cheap off of Amazon recently to use here in the garage when working on small engines. The first thing is a tea diffuser. Probably wondering, how in the world am I going to use a tea diffuser working on small engines? Well, if I have to soak a carburetor in the gallon of Berryman Chem Dip carburetor cleaner, I mean, it comes with that plastic dip basket, but I have had, you know, sometimes a couple small parts fall through. Excuse me. Fall through the holes, the drain holes in it, and then I gotta fish around in there and dig them out. Not fun. You know, this is a tea diffuser is full of a bunch of tiny little holes, and so I could put the small parts in that and put this in there in the basket, and this will hold them, and they won't be able to get out. You know, they won't be able to fall through these holes. These are really small holes. And it comes with a little tray that when you pull it out of the when you pull the tea diffuser out of the tea, or in this case out of the carburetor cleaner, the gallon of carb cleaner, put this on the tray, so whatever drains out is whatever's still draining out of it, this catches it, and then I can dump it back in the gallon. So that's the first thing. The other thing, well, when I am trying to start a small engine that has not run in a long time, I oftentimes will resort to using this as electric start, my screw gun. And this poor thing has been through a lot of abuse because of that. If I accidentally let go of the trigger before pulling the socket off of the flywheel nut, or if I, the engine does start, but the idle is set higher and the engine wants to spin faster than the drill does, one of two things can happen. The first one is a lot less likely, but it can, and it has at times, ripped it out of my hands and spun it on around, and it goes whack on the bench. The thing that happens a lot more frequently is it grinds the gears in here. And this poor thing, even though it's still going strong, it is definitely showing that it has been abused. So I got this. This is a little 3/8 drive ratcheting adapter. See, I can turn this red ring one way and it will ratchet one way, or I can turn it the other way and it will ratchet the other way. Now I can put it in the middle and it locks it out solid. But basically what I'm going to do is this will go on the 3/8 drive adapter, and then my socket will go on here. And then when, you know, I crank the engine over, if it fires, I can just let go of the trigger, and this will prevent, this will allow the engine to turn without the drill turning. So the drill will not rip out of my hands and slam on the bench, and it will not grind the gears, and I can simply just, you know, let go of the trigger, see if it's running. If it's running, I can just pull it on off. So I've been thinking about getting one of these for a very long time. Finally got one. If it looks all oily, that's because it is. I soaked, this thing's going to take some abuse too. So I soaked the thing in some oil to lube up the gears on the inside. So they have a, so they're well lubricated, and hopefully this thing will last longer. Both of these were pretty cheap on Amazon. Neither of them were expensive by any means. And both are going to be quite handy. Now the T-diffuser, this particular one comes in 4 different sizes. They have 4 that are the same design, but they come in 4 different sizes. And I think this is the smallest one. I think I'm going to go ahead and at some point get a second one, get the second to largest one. So I have 2 different sizes. But anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Do you use either of these and for these purposes, or are you planning on buying them and trying them yourself? Drop a comment, let me know. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do if you like the kind of content that you see here, and I will see you in the next one. Later.